Task Carpets, Blue Springs Siding and Windows, Highway 7 Chiropractic, and the School of Rock and Lee Summit. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad. I'd like to thank Andy Palmer and his wife, Christy, who handed me some sponsor money this morning that's really going to help us towards tires. Yeah.
Young man, I want you up here. I want a picture with just the three of us right here. Yes, sir. And then there was one. Your Outlaw non-wing A feature coming up. This is the way they're going to line them up as long as they're all able to come out. Going to be the 85 of K.O. Goodwin on the pole. Alongside of him, the, the number 12 of Brant Woods. Row 2 on the inside, the 18 Aiden Lean Gang. Outside of him, the 21K Keegan Ozentowski. Yes, he does have 2 cars, by the way. Row 3 on the inside, the 16 of Chase Porter. Outside him, the 1B of Johnny Bolin. Row number 4 on the inside, the 32L of Brian Lunsford. Outside of him, the 22J of Jesse Pate. Row number 5 on the inside, the 24 Cameron Campbell. Outside of him, the 12K Dylan Cadis. Row 6 on the inside, the 11S of Shyla Ernst. Outside of her, the 27S of Angelo Carusis. Row 7 on the inside, the 1S of Brecken Reese. Outside of him, the 48S of Trey Sliker. Row number 8 on the inside, the 88M Max Crabtree. Outside of him, the 14K of Kyle Hooper. Row number 9 on the inside, the 15N of Neil Allison. Outside of him, the 67 Junior. Your last race feature winner, the 67 Junior Waylon Phillips. Row number 10 on the inside, the 11K of Sean Mahaffey. This is the cars that are scheduled to come out. Some of them may be scratched. The 2F of Jaden Friesen. The 15 on the inside, row 11, Jace Randolph. Outside of him, the 3Z of Trey Zorn. And your 12th and final row on the inside, the 32S of Kyron Keith and the 128 Marshall Willing. Your final feature of the night coming to you right now. And I'm glad. All right. I hear the rumble and the roar. Getting them lined up in the staging area. It's your final feature of tomorrow. Because it is tomorrow already. All right. You better behave down there, Jamie. Like I said, the lineup could change because we may have some of them that are going to have to scratch. Here they come, your final feature of the night. Hey, it was your idea. You folks down there on the north end, you should be happy that you're sitting on the north end. Good grief. Isn't that thing about done? We got a race to happen here. Well, it's finally done. Well, once again, this is your final race of the night. We wanted to get the smoke cleared from the fireworks. And now we're ready to go, ready to race for our final race of the night. The final race of tomorrow. Let's get her done. Here we go. Looks good into turn number 1. We got them 4 wide for that number 3 spot as they go down the back straightaway. Here they come out of turn number 4 for completing lap number 1. With the 85 of your leader, Cale Goodwin, your leader right now. Here we go. With Brent Woods in that number 12 in the runner-up spot. The 18, Aiden Lingang in third right now. Here comes to the top of the racetrack. Keegan Ozentowski, we got a caution on the speedway in turn number 3. Well, as you see, the scoreboard only two cars scratched from this one. So it's going to be the 85 of Cale Goodwin leading us back to green with Brent Woods in the runner-up spot. Third right now will be the 18 Aiden Lingang, and fourth will be the 16 of Chase Porter. Once again, your final 4 in this race will be locked into tomorrow night. Keegan Ozentowski in 5th, Johnny Bolin in 6th. Jesse Pate, the 22, Dylan Cadis, the 12. And the 24, Cameron Campbell. 3 laps complete, 27 to go. We're going to turn them loose once again, this time out of turn number 4. What a good restart once again we have right here with 3 laps in the book. Here comes Cale Goodwin now, picking right up where he left off. And we got another caution on the speedway in turn number 3. Turn number 2. Caution on the speedway in turn 2. That's Marcel Willing. Marcel Willing in the 128. After this final feature, we are going to have another great display of fireworks. We're going to have fireworks once again after this race. And we're back underway with Cale Goodwin picking right up where he left off in that top spot. Brent Woods trying everything he can in that runner-up spot to get up there and battle with him. Chase Porter holding on to that number 4 spot right now. With Keegan Ozentowski now in 5th. 1 spot on the outside looking into the top 4 is the 21 of Keegan Ozentowski. Jesse Pate now moving in front of the 1V, the 1S, the 1V of Johnny Bolin. Jesse Pate now moving up in front of Johnny Bolin. And now we got a new leader down the back straightaway. Your new leader is at number 12 of Brent Woods. With Cale Goodwin now in the runner-up spot. With Aiden Lingang in 3rd. And 16 of Chase Porter in 4th. That's your top 4. Keegan Ozentowski now on the 1 spot on the outside looking into the top 4. We got them 3 wide in the middle of the pack. 3-car battle in the mid-pack. And your top 4 starting to break away from the rest of the pack. But Keegan Ozentowski is not done yet. Ozentowski now moving up, moving fast on the loud pedal. Trying to get up here into the top 4 with Chase Porter right there in front of him. 10 laps down. And we got a caution on the speedway. Look like a plastic bag. Okay. Well, that's definitely something you do not want to get hung up on the radiator for sure. That's the reason for the caution. Like I said, it looked like a plastic bag, but not sure what it was. But nonetheless, it put us under caution with 10 laps down, 10 laps in the book. 20 more laps to go. With Brant Woods, your new leader now. Cale Goodwin in second. Aiden Lingang in third. Chase Porter holding on to fourth. Jesse Payton now fifth. Johnny Bolin lost a whole lot of ground that round. Here comes 3 wide for the runner-up spot. Chase Porter on the loud pedal now, moving up, moving fast. Here comes Keegan Ozentowski now. Ozentowski now coming into the mix. And we got him way up on the cushion. Cale Goodwin now. Johnny Bolin going to the infield. Johnny Bolin taking it to the infield. Brant Woods pulling away to a comfortable lead now with 13 laps in the ringers. Aiden Lingang in that runner-up spot right now. Keegan Ozentowski into that third spot. Ozentowski now got his sights set on that number 18 of Aiden Lingang in the runner-up spot. Chase Porter still holding on to that fourth lock-in spot for tomorrow night. And we got a kerfuffle in turn number 4. Two-car mishap in turn number 4. I believe they're hooked together. Johnny Bolin calling it a night. Taking it pit side in the 1V. So Brant Woods definitely hated to see that caution come out. 15 down, 15 to go. So we'll rattle off the top 10 as we go right now. It's going to be your new leader, the 12 of Brant Woods. Second right now, the 18 of Aiden Lingang. Third, Keegan Ozentowski. Fourth is the 16 of Chase Porter. Once again, your top 4 finishers. And tonight's A main will be locked in to tomorrow. Locked into tomorrow's A main. Well, a little bit later on today, actually. I say tomorrow, it's already tomorrow. So where'd we leave off? The 85-year pole sitter, Cale Goodwin, now in 5th. Jaden Friesen. He started in that number 20th spot, and he's in 6th. Jaden Friesen all the way up to that number 6 spot. Jesse Pate going pit side. So where we leave out the 2F of Jaden Friesen. Right behind him will be the 12 of Dylan Cadis. And Cameron Campbell right behind Dylan Cadis. Trey Sliker, the 48S. And the 22, Jesse Pate, but he was involved in the mishap in turn 4. And well, they're stopping a couple of the Big Mama's cars, Kyron Keith and Brian Lunsford, for a safety check, I do believe. Yep, you see it there on the racetrack, folks. We do have something coming out of the 32 car. You know why I'm laughing. Has nothing to do with the 32 car. It's something happened a few years ago on vacation. Yep, the 32 of Kyron Keith did have some liquid coming out of the car, so he will be done for the night. Yeah, he was leaking all over the racetrack. That was for safety. So Brentwood's going to lead us to back to green. Here we go. Brentwood's picking right up where he left off. He's on the loud pedal now. He's taking off, moving way out front, away from the rest of the field. And we got a mess. Aiden Lean Gang turned it sideways, going the wrong way. And lo and behold, not able to continue. He was running in the runner-up spot. The 18 was running in the runner-up spot, and lo and behold, he will tag on to the tail now. So that's going to put the 21 of Keegan Ozentowski into the runner-up spot right behind your leader, Brant Woods. Aiden Lean Gang was running in that number 2 spot. Now he's going to have to rejoin at the tail. So it's going to be Brant Woods, your leader, Keegan Ozentowski in second, Chase Porter third, Jaden Friesen in fourth. Kale Goodwin in fifth. And Dylan Cadis in sixth. That's your top 6. Cameron Campbell seventh. Trey Sliker eighth. Chase Porter tried to put the slide job on your leader to no avail. He lost a whole lot of ground that time. Chase Porter, he regained that number 4 spot so far, with Keegan Ozentowski now in second. Jaden Friesen now in third. Chase Porter in fourth. Here comes Kale Goodwin now. Kale Goodwin back up into the top 5. Dylan Cadis and Cameron Campbell, here they come. And we got caution on the speedway once again. That's Waylon Phillips bringing out the yellow hanky. And he's going pit side. Bypassing the hot pit, he says, I'm done. He's locked in to the stock non-wing A feature tomorrow night, so he says, save it for tomorrow. So once again, it's going to be the 12 of Brant Woods, your leader, Keegan Ozentowski in second. Jaden Friesen in third. Jaden Friesen did come out of the B main, folks. Jaden Friesen started 20th. He's now in third with 12 laps remaining. Chase Porter in fourth. Kale Goodwin in fifth. Dylan Cadis sixth. And Cameron Campbell in seventh. Brian Lunsford, 8th, Trey Sliker in 9th, and Trey Zorn, your top 10. "19 laps in the book, looking at lap number 20 when they come out of turn number 4 this time. Keegan Ozentowski now up on the loud pedal. He's not letting the 12 of Brant Woods get too far out front. Damn it! Once again, we have another yellow. Everything okay down there? Oh me, oh my. All right, Brentwood's going to lead us back to green with 10 laps remaining. 10 to go. Let's get her done. Keegan Ozentowski in second. Jaden Friesen in third. Fourth, holding on so far, is the 16 of Chase Porter. Moving up into the top 5 now in fifth, that's Dylan Cadis. Sixth is the 85 of Cale Goodwin. Seventh, Brian Lunsford. Eighth, Cameron Campbell. Ninth, Trey Sliker. And 10th, Trey Zorn. And we're back underway. Here we go. Let's get her done. Jaden Friesen now up on the tail tank of that 21 of Keegan Ozentowski for that runner-up spot. Dylan Cadis now taking over that number 4 spot. Dylan Cadis taking over that number 4 spot now into the top 4 with 7 laps remaining. Keegan Ozentowski now moving up, moving fast. He's going to be catching that number 12, your leader. Oh, and Cameron Campbell. Cameron Campbell up into the top 10. Cameron Campbell was in the top 10 and getting close to the top 5 and bringing out the caution. So Brentwood still holding on to the top spot. Keegan Ozentowski in second. Jaden Friesen third. Fourth is the number 12 of Dylan Cadis. Fifth is now the 16 Chase Porter. Seventh will be the 85 Cale Goodwin. Trey Sliker now 9th. 10th will be the 32 of Brian Lunsford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brian Lunsford 8th. Trey Zorn 9th. And I think that's Neil Allison in 10th. 6 laps remaining. Here we go. Picking right up where he left off. 5 laps remaining this time by. It's still Brent Woods holding on to the top spot, but Keegan Ozentowski is still right there. Jaden Friesen holding into third right now. Here comes Chase Porter back up on the loud pedal. Trey Sliker now getting his car up in the mix. Brian Lunsford also moving up into the top 6. It's Lunsford and Sliker battling it out side by side. It's still Brent Woods holding on to the top spot with 3 to go. Looking at 2 to go this time by 2 laps remaining for Brent Woods. Keegan Ozentowski in the runner-up spot. Jaden Friesen in third. Dylan Cadis into that number 4 spot. And Chase Porter trying to get back up here into the top 4. Can he make it back up into the top 4? It's gonna be Brent Woods, your winner. Keegan Ozentowski in second. Jaden Friesen in third. And Dylan Cadis into that number 4 spot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we thank you one and all for coming out on such a hot night in July. If you've had too much to drink and you're driving home, make sure you designate a sober driver For sure, because we want to see you back tomorrow night. Good night. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Once again, we definitely appreciate each and every one of you sticking around till the end. If you're driving home, be safe. I got one more interview to go. I still need a flag, Lucas. Okay.